I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to...
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that...
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole...
Indeed. Ganneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflict. I just hate that we had to use your position as a...
Had I not intervened, yet more blood...
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries...
But that's what these Renans are doing! How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for... Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evil...
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes.
Okay, I want to pause right here. This is a very good commentary on race relations across the world without being like in your face with it. Like, I was feeling it the whole time, but this scene right here pretty much sums it up. I mean, like, okay, what is this? I'm 4 hours and 15 minutes into the stream. I have to clip this. Because I want to talk about this. 4 hours 15 minutes race relations. I'm writing this down because I'm gonna talk about this because this matter of fact, this whole game is commentary on race relations. The whole thing. Like, it got a little fantasy element to it. Man, I wanted to write something like this. This is crazy, but mine's a bit different. But still, like, this is very well done. Very well done. They did it with just 2 races of people. Very well done. I mean, mine is red dressed chick that's clearly on some whole other ish that we seen earlier. But this this is great commentary. Great commentary, man. Like, damn. Damn, they wrote this good. Like, like, cause see, this game starts off really slow. It starts off really, really slow, but it gets so much better as it goes on. It just keeps getting better and better and better, and they keep unraveling and they keep having more mystery. So it keeps you thinking. Like right now, I'm like, okay, so we gotta go to space and we gotta go fight them. Like, so I'm thinking from the cutscene, the spaceship and all the other stuff. Like, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm thinking that. But man, like this is really good commentary. Fuck. Yo, man, I have to. I am gonna clip this. I am going to clip this. Mark my words. I'm going to clip this. I'm gonna have to download. Oh my god. I gotta download the entire stream, delete off everything before this, and then talk just about this with his response. Because I feel like a lot of oppressed people they feel like this. You know, they really do. When you're at the bottom and you've been struggling like that, and the person that been oppressing you, you know what I'm saying, and they get to live, and you're like, we suffered, we died, you know, and then here you are, and I have to look at you every day as a constant reminder that my friends and my family and my people aren't here. This is this 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 is good. That's good. That's real. That's real. That's real. This whole thing, like, and it goes over the different man, like, okay, the slavery take. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, but they did it without black people, so it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying. People weren't like instantly going, oh, slavery, like, but this game started off with being liberated from slavery, right? And the master or whatever, and revolting against your master or blah blah. Then it went on to, you know what I'm saying, like how they sold. Bro, who wrote this? Who wrote this? I want to know who wrote this. Like whether they were black, white, whatever. I want to know who wrote this because like then you go to I can't remember the name of these places, but the ice and light world, the ice and light world, where the light master is, basically how they basically made the people resent each other at the bottom and start fighting amongst themselves and selling each other out, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead, you know, um, which is another way of oppression that they did in slavery. You know, they would have the one that they put up just a little higher, just a snitch. You know what I'm saying? Because they a snitch. You know what I'm saying? They treat them good because they'll tell it. Um, then you got man. Let me think. 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 Um, then you got what is that? The one after this is yeah, Elderman Sia. Basically, it's like okay, everyone's coexisting, everyone getting along, but there's still that deep-seated resentment in the oppressor. The oppressor has deep-seated resentment because some of the oppressors have deep-seated resentment because they feel like they should still be on top, and there's no way that they could be equal to the people at the bottom. And then you have where um in the wind. So that was Earth. Everybody getting along. Where Kisara and D- Dolphin, whatever the heck his name is, dude with the red hair right there, was from. Then you have the Wind City where they staged a coup. They were successful, but he sacrificed his own people along the way, and you know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying. The power of wanting to be on top, it corrupted him, you know what I'm saying, and the way he was oppressed corrupted him. So then he was basically instituting the exact same thing. He became who he hated. He became who he hated, and that hatred consumed him, and then they all died. You know what I'm saying? They all died because of it, because the hatred consumed them. Um, and then you have here where you know what I'm saying. Clearly, they were just they were brutally oppressed, and you know what I'm saying. Now they're free, and you know what I'm saying. The people that oppress them get to live, and you know what I'm saying. They're not feeling that, and I fucks with this. I fucks with this narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like on every level possible. This is very well done. Very well done. I'm hats off. Hats hats off to you guys for writing this. Very well done. Very well done. We're gonna continue, and then I'm gonna end this stream because damn, like it just like everything that they've been doing, it all hit me all at once. Like it all just came together. That's great writing. I don't care what no one says. This is the most. This is the best written Tales game since Symphonia. Since Symphonia. Symphonia was phenomenal. Symphonia was phenomenal on GameCube. Phenomenal. And then like the other Tales games, they were good. But you know, it was just like fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Zestiria. Um, I would say Exilia was pretty good too. But they didn't go like they didn't go as hard. They didn't go as hard as they could have on Exilia. They didn't go as hard as they could have. Although it was like I believe there's like an Exilia 2. Um yeah, but I don't think that came out in America. Um you know, so that's part of it too. They were sequel baiting clearly. Uh I'm trying to think what else. What else? Oh yeah. Yeah, and then let's think about give me a second, y'all. Give me a second cuz I'm trying to process all the Tales game. Berseria is a great tale of revenge and how revenge consuming you can blind you, and then it ends up because Berseria is before Zestiria, and the events of Berseria and the consuming revenge created the events of Zestiria, which is again very Berseria is a very good game too. I like Berseria. Um, what's the other one? What's the one I got on my console right now? There's one more. There's one more that I like. Um, oh, okay. Vesperia. Okay, I'm back. Vesperia is another good game, but it's good. Like, it's just a good fantasy game. Great Tales gameplay. Like, it's a remaster. There's nothing too crazy. But I will say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is to me the most well written one ever. I've never had a moment like this playing a Tales game. Ever. Never. I literally have never had a moment where I went, huh. Like and it just all clicked together like that. That's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Great commentary. Um yeah, and I'm gonna continue and finish this out and I'm gonna say but yeah.
But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh no, nothing. It's...
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from there's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their... But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they...
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years...
These motherfuckers... Hold on. Yeah. We're just gonna 246, 300 is good.
Years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.